this might be the last moment that Avery Dawnside is at level 19, which would be so exciting. It means I would hit my goal of reaching level 20 by the end of 2020, which would be fantastic. So let's just do this. 1, 2, 3. What? What? No way. Okay, wait, I actually was not expecting to hit level 20. Hello everyone, it's Avery Dawnside and welcome back to another video. So, as you saw in the beginning of that little clip that was just in the beginning of this, I surprisingly hit level 20 on a day that I wasn't even expecting it, but I am so happy to finally be at a higher level. I was stuck on level 19 for what felt like years, but it honestly wasn't like something that I really know the time length of. All I know is that it was quite a long time. But now we have upgraded ladies, gents, and non-binaries. We are at level 20. Woo! Okay, I need to stop going crazy. So today, to celebrate being on level 20, I am here to train my new horse, Mouse. And I'm also going to be listing 20 things that I am grateful for. Because, you know, I just thought it's kind of funny that it lined up that I hit level 20 in 2020, like right before it ended, which means I successfully hit all of my goals for 2020. I hit 1K, I hit level 20, and now I can end the year on a wonderful note, even though it's been a very interesting year. Okay, so let's get started with the list of 20 things that I'm grateful for. The first thing that I'm grateful for is Star Stable. Obviously, this is a no-brainer. Star Stable, and I reconnected this. I talk about it like it's a person. In March of 2020, I believe it was. Maybe, yeah, it was March. Right around when the virus hit, and yeah, Star Stable has brought so much back to my life. I played it when I was younger, and I'm really glad that I got back into it because it has seriously opened so many doors for me, and I'm just really grateful that Star Stable is even a thing. The second thing that I'm grateful for is for the friendships that Star Stable has brought to me. Again, this one's also a no-brainer. You guys know how much I talk about the people that I meet and all of you guys and how much I love all of you. I say it all the time, and I hope you guys genuinely know that I love you wholeheartedly and you mean so much to me. So I'm really grateful that, oh, this is new. I'm really grateful that Star Stable brought us together and has just really, oh, why are we stopping? I'm really grateful that oh no, this isn't going well. I'm really grateful that Star Stable has brought so many wonderful human beings into my life, and I can't wait to see how many more people I meet through this game. So the third thing that I'm grateful for, honestly, all of these are no-brainers, but the third thing that I'm grateful for is for horses in general. I actually was at the barn earlier today helping out, and I rode a super spunky horse named Steeler. He's usually not spunky, but it's because it's so cold where I am. He was feeling a little dragony, but I'm just really grateful for horses. I feel like horses bring such like a therapeutic moment into so many people's lives and just make everyone's lives better. They're such amazing and incredible creatures, and it's just a privilege to be able to work with them in real life or even in game and just expand and learn about so much that has to do with horses. The fourth thing that I'm grateful for is growth. I'm really grateful to be able to grow, like in general, like not just with YouTube. Of course, I'm very grateful to grow on YouTube. It's been such an adventure starting a YouTube channel this year, but specifically, I'm really grateful to be able to grow in general in my life. This year has been difficult, but it's been such a year of growth for me. I've really come into like my own skin and just been confident in what I enjoy, and I'm no longer afraid to share my passions with people, or like I don't really hesitate to talk about things that I enjoy, because I think life is about celebrating the things that you enjoy the most and the things that you love the most. So I don't really hesitate on telling people that I love them anymore or giving them advice or trying to help out, because I think that's honestly a really important part of your life, and I'm grateful that I'm able to do that in any way, shape, or form. Okay, I think this is, the next one is the fifth thing. And the fifth thing that I'm grateful for is the ability to own technology and create things with it. So owning technology is something that I'm just solely grateful in itself, because technology is expensive and it's rare to come by, and not everywhere has good Wi-Fi or technological advancements like we have in the US. So I'm really fortunate for that, but I'm also really fortunate that I took the technology that I have and I'm able to create stories and universes and lives that you guys enjoy following along, realistic roleplay videos, and it's just really amazing to me. And I'm so grateful that I learned that this year and that I get to share it with all of you, because I think, what would you do like if you had something but you didn't really make use out of it? And that's why I'm just like really grateful that I have technology and access to it, but I'm also able to create things for you guys with it. Continuing on, the sixth thing that I'm grateful for is I'm grateful for my family, both in-game and out. I am such a family-oriented person, and I don't really tell a lot of people that, but seriously, I am so grateful for my family, for my family's health and my family's love, both the families that I have in-game with all of you guys in our own little YouTube family and my family in real life. I think I feel so privileged and grateful to have a family of my own and feel loved and supported by them in all aspects of my life. So I really hope that as many people get to experience that at some point in their life, and I'm very, very grateful to have that in my own. The seventh thing that I'm grateful for, which is something particularly I am grateful for this year, is YouTube. YouTube, seriously, in all aspects, not just the fact that I'm a YouTuber myself, but YouTube has changed so many people's lives, and especially this year when most of us were stuck at home and might even still be stuck at home, YouTube is a platform to create, to share. You get to explore so many videos on the internet. Not all of them are good, but hopefully most of them ones that you're watching are. And YouTube is just such an incredible platform. The fact that it's free, the fact that you can create your own or just choose to watch other people's videos is incredible. So YouTube is something I am particularly grateful for, especially this year because I joined the YouTube community myself. Eighth thing that I'm grateful for is something that's really particular for this year, and I really didn't appreciate it as much as I did until we got to where we are now. And I'm really appreciative and grateful for my health. I think this year health has been a big conversation in a lot of parts of the world, specifically for the obvious reason that I can't technically stay on YouTube. But all I'm going to say is that I think health is something that I particularly became grateful for this year, because I didn't realize it's something that I took for granted a lot until I realized how many people in my life began to become affected by something so awful going on. So I'm really grateful that I successfully made it through 2020 with my life and just, being healthy. And I hope all of you are healthy too. The ninth thing that I'm grateful for is I'm grateful for the ability to learn. This year I have learned so much, both self-taught, taught by other people, in school, out of school, on YouTube, so many different ways. And the ability to learn is something I feel a lot of people take for granted just because not a lot of people like learning. But I don't specifically mean in school learning, because I know learning in school can be kind of boring. But I mean like learning new things for yourself, learning new things about yourself. I think the ability to learn and explore your own life, your own surroundings, and just anything that involves you is really special, because not everyone has that opportunity. Okay, the 10th thing that I'm grateful for is I'm grateful for all of my wonderful animals. I have so many pets at home. All the horses that I've gotten to ride this year at my barn. I'm so grateful for animals. They bring me so much comfort. I sleep with my one cat. Her name is Baby Girl, which is funny, but I sleep with her every night, and I'm just so grateful to have that presence in my life. The next thing, which I believe is the 11th thing, is I'm really grateful for my car. So this might not be something that you guys can, get a feel for, because I know a lot of you might not be old enough to drive, but if you are, you know that driving is kind of difficult when you don't have... I'm going to restart this race. Driving is kind of difficult when you don't have your own car. Luckily, my car is very, very old, and honestly, my family is waiting for her just to break down and no longer continue. But I have full faith and trust in her, and I just know, and I'm very grateful for being able to drive places on my own. That's how I get to my barn, because I live about an hour away from where I ride, just because I live more towards the city and we don't have a lot of barns by me. I have to drive quite a distance. So I'm really grateful to have my car to be able to do that. The 12th thing that I'm grateful for, I think it's the 12th thing, I don't know, is I'm really grateful for the internet, especially this year when everyone went down for lockdowns and quarantines. Could you imagine what it would have been like if we were in the old days and didn't have internet? Obviously, then we would have gotten through it, but the internet allows us to access Star Stable, the internet allows us to access YouTube, and it's something that is taken for granted for a lot. So I really, really want to share my appreciation for the internet, all of its perks, quirks, and everything else. There are some bad parts of the internet, but most of it is good, and you can explore avenues which pertain just to you or to other people, and it's just such an incredible thing to be a part of. Okay, the 13th thing that I'm grateful for is obviously a no-brainer. I'm really grateful for food and water. Especially this year, everything got crazy. Not everyone had access to food or water. Not everyone always has access to clean water. I'm really grateful that I have access to clean water and food. It's just the essentials of life, which I really wish everyone had access to that all the time at any time. But unfortunately, that's not the way the world works. But I hope one day everyone has access to that, because I think it's a crucial part of life that everyone should not be worried about. So I'm really, really grateful to have that. So the 14th thing that I'm grateful for is warmth and shelter. I'm so grateful to have a home. I'm grateful to also have an apartment of my own at school when I am at school. I'm just grateful to be protected by the climate and everything, and it's something that, again, I think everyone takes for granted a little bit, is having a house and having a roof over your head. Even if it's not your own, having a roof over your head and warm heat, if you do have it, is something that is so underappreciated. And I really, really want to put emphasis on this, that having a nice, loving, warm home is something that not everyone has. And so tonight, just when you're laying in your bed, really appreciate that feeling, because not everyone has access to it, and that's something that I want everyone to feel very fortunate to have, because I think it's really important. The 15th thing that I'm grateful for is something which I think everyone is a little grateful for, is star coins. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Star coins just allow access to so much of the world and is such an amazing part of Star Stable, and the fact that I have access to them because I am a lifetime star rider is just incredible. I'm grateful that I was able to pay for that, and I'm just grateful that it allows for so many endless possibilities that are connected with Star Stable. Okay, the 16th thing that I'm grateful for is I am grateful for the Star Stable staff. I think everyone needs to seriously comment something so kind to the staff, because when so many people were laid off or had time off from work and stuff like that, Star Stable never stopped working this year, and they deserve a round of applause for how much they truly did for us this year, even in times that were particularly hard for so many people. So Star Stable staff, if you're ever watching this, know that you are so appreciated and so loved, because what you do for us, you have no idea the lengths that it helps us, just deal with the things that are going on in the world. This year, Star Stable really showed up for us and really helped us. Star Stable gave us a world, created a wonderful place to call home when the world didn't really feel like it was home. So Star Stable staff, I am so appreciative of everything you did for us this year, because it seriously made this year so much better than it would have been if I didn't have Star Stable in my life. For the 17th thing that I'm grateful for is I'm grateful for my ability of movement. I'm grateful for the way that my body works, and I'm really grateful for the ability to ride and just even move my fingers on the keyboard. Like, I think that is something that isn't really appreciated, but if you think about it, if you didn't have movement, you wouldn't be able to play the game, you wouldn't be able to get up and walk or go to your computer or do the things that you need to do in life. And I think the ability of movement is something also that's underappreciated until you don't have it anymore. So I'm very appreciative of my ability to move. For number 18, I am grateful for my subscribers. Obviously, I tell you guys so much, and I hope you know how much I mean it. I love you all so much. You inspire me every day to keep making YouTube videos, and when I brainstorm things, I think, oh my gosh, they would love this or they wouldn't like this. And it just seriously keeps me going on YouTube, and it allows me to create things that I love and share them with you guys, and you guys end up loving them too most of the time. So I'm just really grateful for this platform and creating a community this year when community didn't really feel like it was a real thing because everyone had to social distance. I am very grateful for every single one of you, and I love you all so dearly. So the next thing also kind of goes into that. The 19th thing that I'm grateful for is for telecommunication. So telecommunication is any forms of communication through the internet. And by that, I mean FaceTime, Discord, Instagram DMs, Instagram videos, I'm trying to think, YouTube comments, like just anything. I am so grateful for all shapes and forms of telecommunication because it allows me to create relationships with people who I never would have because they are so far away. Like my best friend, we are thousands of miles away. Blake, hold up, I'm talking about you. But we are thousands of miles away, and because of telecommunication, I am able to connect with her even though we've never actually met in real life. And you guys have seen how much she's changed my life, and all of you have changed my life. So I'm just really grateful for telecommunication and all aspects and just everything it's brought to my life, because without it, I don't know how I would have met any of you or talked to any of you. Even the DMs you guys send me, I know a lot of you sometimes are afraid, and it makes me sad that you guys DM me sometimes that are like, I don't know if you're gonna respond. Of course I'm gonna respond. I'm gonna emphasize this so much. I respond to DMs as much as I can. I eventually respond to every single DM. It might not be right away. It might be a few hours late or maybe a couple days late because I'm not always on Instagram. But I try to reach everyone. I try to respond to every YouTube comment because I know how much that means to you guys. And I seriously want to connect with all of you on a deeper level than just you guys being my viewers. You guys are not just my viewers for me. You're not just a number of views that I see or a number of subscriber accounts. You are a person. You are a person that I care about and that I love. So I want to talk to you. So don't be afraid to DM me. And I'm grateful for telecommunication. So the final thing that I am grateful for is I'm grateful for 2020. This year has been so life-changing in good ways and bad ways. But without 2020, I would be nowhere where I am now. I would have never started a YouTube channel. I would have never met any of you. I would have never gotten back into Star Stable, and I would have no connection to this community. 2020 has taught me so much. I got back into riding this year in real life after taking a 4-year break because of some personal things. It seriously changed my life so much, and that's why I'm so grateful for it. I think a lot of people focus on the negative things that have happened in 2020, which I can relate to that because I've had quite a few difficult things happen, but that's nothing that I need to share. But I want you guys to appreciate the happy moments, the things that 2020 brought to you, and just remember this year as a year of growth and a year of change. We've all grown, we've all changed, but if you're watching this video, you've made it through the year, and I am so proud of you for that. I'm proud of myself, and I'm really grateful. That's the best way to put it. I'm just grateful that this year was a thing, even though it was a difficult thing. But I just want to share gratitude. I want everyone to practice gratitude because it can seriously change the way you view life and the way you feel just in your own skin. So tonight I have a little homework assignment for you guys. I want you to list 3 things that you are grateful for in the comments. I know, might be a little difficult to think of things, but it can be anything. It can be you're grateful for the cloud that went by today that looked like a dino nugget. You can say that you're grateful for the person that you saw running in the wildwoods next to you because wildwoods is sometimes quiet. You can say I'm grateful for the person in global that sent me a smiley face. It doesn't matter. Just write down 3 things that you're grateful for, and I cannot wait to see what you all come up with. But that's enough of me talking. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's so much to come for our channel, and this is going to be my last video of 2020. So thank you for sharing and joining my family this year. Thank you for making my 2020 better. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being you. I love you all so dearly. And I'm so excited for the future to come in 2021. There are so many things that are going to be happening. And I'm excited that I have all of you with me to celebrate that. So Happy New Year. Be safe. I love you all so dearly. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe as always. And I will see you in the next video in the next year. Bye.